Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this game's worth your time and bandwidth.
Today's game is Balatro. Slay the Spire meets cheating at poker in this mesmeric deck builder. Is this your next roguelike addiction? Let's find out. Balatro is a roguelike deck builder with a big twist. Rather than using cards for things like combat or defense, your goal is to win poker hands with increasingly difficult requirements. Functionally, the game is very simple. Each ante or stage, you have 3 battles to win, the third being a boss. For each of these, you essentially need to meet a score requirement in order to succeed. Earning score is based entirely around creating poker hands with various sets like flushes, straights, 2-pair, etc. worth a base score and a multiplier. Not to mention individual cards themselves also have values and potential multipliers if used in these sets. You have a limited number of hands you can play and score each round, so every play matters. The main gimmick comes from manipulating your hand. You start with a limited number of discards each match so you can aim for a better set, plus the game has the usual suite of deck manipulation, where you can remove cards from your deck or upgrade cards that you have to provide more bonuses. And where you do that is between rounds. You'll earn cash based on the difficulty of the encounter, plus if you have any moves left, and these can be spent on the true game, cheating the hell out of poker. There's a whole host of options here, the core being Joker cards, which are essentially powerful passives of which you can hold 6, and do all sorts of stuff from bump multiplier, reward you for certain sets, and even upgrade themselves based on how you play. Jokers are the core in guiding your deck building. There's a lot more upgrades to go for that perfect build as well. Permanent but expensive passives provide long-term buffs. Planet cards upgrade the payout for individual sets, so if you say love getting 2-pair, you can buff that to space. At the end of the ante, you have your boss round, which provides negative effects such as depowering all cards in a suit or preventing you from playing the same set twice. These are the true challenges of your builds, and some of them are quite hard. Like most roguelikes, completing various objectives will unlock new jokers, decks, cards, and more to appear in future runs, though there are no persistent upgrades. And that is the gist of Balatro. It's Slay the Spire meets poker, and you're gonna cheat to win. So what do I like about Balatro? Well, the combination of cheating at poker and a deck builder is frankly brilliant, and reminds me a lot of that old phone game Sword and Poker, if anyone played that. Since scoring sets doesn't change, it allows a greater focus on manipulation overall, making this a very easy game to pick up and understand. And because of that, this game is extremely addicting. Runs can last anywhere between 15 minutes to an hour and a half, and often you feel both overwhelmingly powerful, yet always on the verge of failure, providing a satisfying balance that makes you want to do one more run after the previous one ends. And lastly, the power-ups feel pretty great, with the strongest ones doing well at rewarding specific lines of play or build crafting, and almost all of them encouraging strong synergies. When it comes to the bad, the pathways you go on in terms of encounters have very little variance or decision making. There's no treasure rooms to choose or optional bosses. You either simply play or skip what's ahead of you, which makes it feel a little lightweight. Additionally, there is a lot of RNG here, and since you get so little cash early on, it's certainly possible to fail or run early just due to bad luck. And lastly, some bosses feel unfair and not in a good balanced way. The one that makes all your draws be face down is essentially just luck at that point, and others seem designed to just hose specific strategies, which can be extremely frustrating if you happen to encounter one. As you know, our games here on our 3-point scale, must play, maybe consider, and don't bother. And Balatro combines the satisfying element of cheating at poker with the addicting nature of deck builder. It's basically luck as a landlord smashed into Slay the Spire, and it works out wonderfully. Even if you only kind of like deck builders or poker games, Balatro is absolutely worth its asking price and is worth checking out. Suit up, shuffle, and get ready to cheat at poker. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have you played Balatro? Have you played Slay the Spire or any other deck building games? Please let me know what you think about these in the comments. But regardless, make sure you go out there and give Balatro a look.